Hey everyone, today we're going to focus on a French bob. Bobs are fundamental, we know that, and right now French bobs are more popular than ever and for good reason. Let's dive in. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Butler and I'm ready to dive into this French bob with you. And before I do, let me introduce myself. I've got over 30 years of experience in the cosmetology and barbering industry and I absolutely love it. Cutting is my favorite thing to do and I can't wait to share this with you today. Okay, as we jump into this bob, I've done a couple things. I've actually sectioned it from behind the ear on either side and got the front out of the way with the part down the middle. That's 2 sections. I've also sectioned this down the middle, a broad section down the middle of the back. I pushed all this forward to get it out of the way on either side, and I'm ready to begin. The bob relies, of course, on a determined length that you've set with your client. In this case, we're going to bring it up to approximately this length all the way through. The second thing in this bob, it's a French bob, so it actually relies on some layering. So a precision bob that we're accustomed to with minute sections all the way through, very technically driven, we're actually going to just push all the way through that, take very broad and generous sections because we don't need to rely on that precision necessarily. We can create our sections and then influence that with some of our layering. So let's jump into these first sections and take this 1, 2, and then complete the back. Let's jump in. All I'm doing is using my styling and cutting comb and my shear. I'm going to go ahead and set that predetermined length that we talked about. I'm going to comb this through and set this initial length. This is truly going to be the guide for the remainder of the haircut. I'm going to drop this section out, get this clip out of the way, comb this all the way through, comb this section down. Again, these are very broad, very large sections. And we love that. It's actually going to help us as we move through this haircut. And we're going to move quickly and it's going to create some layering that we want. Boom, now that I've connected that, I can move to the left and right side. Let's jump over. All right, I dropped the clip out and I'm going to comb down this left rear section right through here. I've got my predetermined guide right here and I'm going to follow that straight through. Here we go, let's connect. Bringing this straight through the left side. Once that's complete, we'll move on to the right side. Got a little straggler there. Now we're clean, let's move to the right. All right, I've dropped this right side, this broad section behind the right ear. And again, I'm going to connect with what I've done on the other side. Big, broad section. Connecting this, we're not worried about this as far as the fringe. We actually want this movement. We're going to get to that in a minute. We've connected the right side, the left side, and the middle. Let's move to the sides of the head. Okay, we're dropping the right side here and I'm going to take the front fringe area and just piece this out a little bit. We're going to save that for later. We need that for a styling component. So instead I'm going to bring this down on the side, have some loose tension here, use the wide teeth of my comb, and again, I'm going to connect what we've already done throughout the back and connect all the way through, and we'll come through and we'll mess with the fringe later. Let's go to the other side. Dropping the left side, and again I'm going to take a portion of the front, the fringe, I'm going to get that out of the way, push that out of the way, get this hair under control, and bring this all the way down. And again, I'm going to use my wide teeth, square it up, and bring this all the way through and complete that connection through both sides. Now we'll move on to the fringe. Okay, we finished off the back and the sides and we left this fringe out. Depending on how she wants to push either way, you take that section and you start to work with it. She's going to move a little bit of this way, so I'm actually going to swing this over a little bit and we're going to cut through and just determine a length that we want to sweep across her face. So I'm going to bring this over slightly and then I'm going to slide through until I'm happy. I'll keep working it in until I see what we want to move into the finished length. Couple more slide cuts and we're going to be there. Let's just make sure we check off the necessary length that we want to be able to blend in to the sides. And we're getting really close here. We've got just a little bit of a tag right through here. Let's go ahead and knock that through and start to complete that. We're getting really close to blending. You work it in the way you want until you start to see it start to really lay in nicely with her. And then as you blow dry it, you're going to be able to really see what this length is doing all throughout. I've got some additional length that I want to contend with, make sure I've got nothing sticking out, and I want to start to look at the layers. Let's take a look at what her shape looks like. All right, I've added some texturizing spray and I used a diffuser, and now I'm taking my shark fin blending shear and I'm working through the ends vertically. So I've got vertical sections and I'm actually just working through these ends to break them up and remove a little bit more length that I see right here towards the perimeter, just to release the weight a little bit and enhance the layering. Okay, we've just completed our French bob. I've had a little bit of light styling cream for control. Let's take a look at what we've done here. We cut a perimeter length and we took a section down the back, section on the left rear, right rear, connected either side, left the fringe out so we could actually cut it to maintain some styling proportions. We dried her with a little bit of texture spray in it with a diffuser, and then I went through with my shark fin blending shear and I just removed a little bit more weight throughout the exterior layers just to release that. The French bob is key. It's so much fun. It's so relevant right now. It relies on that length, and yet it releases weight through the layering that you put into place, especially with those broad sections that we took. And remember, instead of really fine sections, we took broad sections. It actually increases the amount of layers that you're going to get through the interior and really does the work for you. You don't have to overwork this haircut, and yet it produces this really wonderful shape. Hope you enjoyed watching the French bob today. We've got more videos. Hit the like, follow us. If you want to see more, hit that bell so you get notified of our next videos. We've got a lot more coming your way. Thanks for watching today.